Hi again, it's Mary, the elder Hunt sister. I have been feeling quite elderly recently. I'm going to be 59 in a couple months, and I'm realizing, we don't live forever. And part of this is when I'm driving Lyft, I am reminded of places where I knew as a child looking completely different now. One of the areas is this place called East Lake in the East Powder County near Chula Vista. And when I was a kid, it was empty, rolling hills. Like no one ever imagined anyone would live out there. And now it is a bustling part of town, and there's just so many beautiful homes and shopping. And so I picked someone up from out there, and he was probably maybe 10 or 20 years younger than me, but he kind of remembered it when it was up and coming also. I also went to another guy and picked him up in another area of town, and we were reminiscing about the cost of homes and how homes are so expensive now, and 10, 20, 30 years ago, how people could afford homes. So taking little memory lane trips more often now than ever. Oh, and also, my 14-year-old grandniece asked me last week, did I used to ever have lips? Because apparently I'm an old lady with no lips anymore. But I assured her I did used to have lips. And then I did the ducky thing, like that. I also became a cranky old lady. Now, it wasn't really my fault that I was cranky. It was these riders' fault. So, when you get a lift and we come to you and we say that we've arrived, you have 5 minutes to come out to the car. Now, of course, people who are very considerate or, on time, they come out almost right away. There are times when you can't. Something comes up. You got to run to the bathroom. You can't find your keys, whatever. We understand. We have 5 minutes. We can send you little reminders. Hey, it's Mary, your driver. Hey, where are you? That kind of stuff. And then eventually we'll call you and say, I don't see where you are. Do you still need the ride? So I did this with this. It was a threesome of people. And they finally picked up the phone and they said, well, where are you? And I said, I'm at the pin drop. And you can see on the map exactly where I'm at. And they said, well, can you see us? And I said, no, I don't see anyone. So finally they saw the pin drop. They came to me. Now they get in the car. I'm still, say, how you doing? And they say, how are you doing? And I said, I would have been fine if you would have showed up on time. Now, they were a little drunk and they took it well. But he then went on to say, well, when you see 3 people just standing on the road, you should know that that's your ride. And I said, well, where were you? And they said, at the 7-Eleven. Now, the 7-Eleven was behind me. So I proceeded to say, I don't have eyes in the back of my head. A side note to being elderly, all I could think of was that Dick Van Dyke show where they did have eyes in the back of their head. If you don't know it, look it up. Anyway, so it ended up being a great ride and we got along fine. But I was just like, I was a little Miss Cranky Butt, and sometimes we are. And I apologized to them for being a cranky butt, and they ended up being a very nice set of people, and we had a really good time. So I'm getting ready to head out again. If I have something fun, I'll stop and, no, I'm an old lady. I'll tell you about it tomorrow. Bye.